Hello and welcome to the channel. Delay of any sort usually brings with it anxiety. This feels to be the case with the delayed ministerial appointment of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. With the decisive way he had handled being president, one would have expected the same in this case. In his defense, though, constitutionally, he still has 20 more days to go to do what took his predecessor almost 170 days. Let's wait and see who we get. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Ministerial list. Time ticking. 40 days gone, 20 days left. Anxiety reigns. 40 days after the inauguration of President Bola Tinubu, concerns are growing over what appears like a delay in the composition of the federal cabinet. Given that the president had hit the ground running from day one, there is anxiety among Nigerians that the tempo must be maintained to achieve its objectives. The uneasiness was heightened by the belief that his predecessor's failure to appoint his ministers 166 days after resumption of office contributed to his poor performance. By law, Tinubu is required to name his cabinet within 60 days after taking the oath of office on May 29 and transmit it to the Senate for confirmation. Though Tinubu has yet to announce his ministers to form the Federal Executive Council, he has appointed some special advisors and new security chiefs, leading many Nigerians concerned by the worsening state of events in the country to question the rationale behind the holdback. Against this background, the presidency had allayed Nigerians' fears over the development last Thursday, saying Tinubu will constitute his cabinet at the right time. Speaking during a briefing with newsmen at the State House in Abuja, Special Advisor to the President on Special Duties, Communications and Strategy, Mr. Dele Halake said, "I can tell you all of those things you've been reading in the media are mere fabrications. This is an executive decision. We are not running a parliamentary system. So the president, the buck stops on his table, and he decides when it's fit and proper for him to make his cabinet list." While the populace has urged Tinubu to consider good character, competence, and experience when formulating his cabinet, those angling for slot in the ministerial list have intensified efforts, thus creating ripples across the states. Meanwhile, in Ondo State, there have been calls for Tinubu to acknowledge the significant contributions made by Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu towards his emergence as president. According to the advocates, Akeredolu actively supported Tinubu during the 2023 presidential campaign, in which he mobilized the Southwest region to rally behind Tinubu's presidential aspirations, despite facing opposition and sabotage attempts. They also said the governor stood firm and fought valiantly for Tinubu's cause, even when his high-ranking colleagues contested for the same position. Akeredolu's contributions extend beyond political support. His leadership during the Amotekun saga showcased his dedication to defending the Southwest region, establishing him as an influential voice in Nigeria and a respected leader in the Southwest. Given Akeredolu's instrumental role in Tinubu's emergence, it is crucial for Tinubu to acknowledge and appreciate these efforts. Also, to demonstrate this recognition, it is essential that Governor Akeredolu's men are always represented in President Tinubu's cabinet. As Tinubu aims to have fair representation from all states, it is imperative that Ondo State, under Akeredolu's leadership, is not left out. Akeredolu should have the freedom to select individuals who have worked diligently for Tinubu's cause during the campaign period, one of them said. The backers further urged Tinubu to provide adequate representation for Ondo in his cabinet through demonstrating appreciation for the unwavering dedication of Ondo indigents that actively supported his campaign. They said Director, Humanitarian and Social Directorate of the APC Southwest, Chief Alex Ajikbe, ought to be put into ministerial consideration due to the significant role he played in the campaign, noting that Ajikbe provided campaign offices and branded vehicles to boost Tinubu's electoral efforts. Ajikbe's sympathizers also said his knowledge of the public and private sector stands him in good stead, saying his contribution to the growth of the state's internally generated revenue (IGR), job creation through foreign direct investment and entrepreneurship played a significant role in revenue generation for Ondo. They added that his expertise in revenue generation, policy formulation, and consultations with various ministries and institutions would make him a valuable asset, saying selecting Chief Ajikbe would not only promote youth inclusion but also bring a sense of fairness to Ondo State. As President Tinubu assembles his cabinet, it is crucial to uphold principles of recognition, fairness, and merit to foster a cohesive and effective administration. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. They further urged the president not to do a disservice to the state by appointing Mr. Dare Araigbaye, explaining that he is among the key men of the Akeredolu administration and his expertise is one which would always be needed in the Sunshine State. President Bola Tinubu should submit the list of ministerial nominees for screening with their portfolios, a two-term member of the House of Representatives, Dr. Alex Egbona, said. According to Egbona, the decision would help ensure that the right questions are asked of the ministerial nominees during screening. He also defended the bow and go screening policy of the Senate, which shields ministerial nominees from rigorous questioning. He said that the culture of bow and go was to show comradeship to nominees with legislative experience. Egbona, representing the Abi-Yuko Federal Constituency of Cross River State, made the suggestions in an interview with journalists in Abuja on Friday at the graduation ceremony of Cohort 12 of the Advanced Leadership Program of Goat's Knee National Leadership Center. The program, a 5-day training on leadership, are 21 students graduating from the Goat's Knee LC. During the event, the CEO of Goat's Knee LC, Dr. Linus Okorie, appealed to the president to appoint only people who are action-oriented and filled with pursuit of service beyond self as ministers. He said Tinubu must also find individuals who are passionate in specific areas to take charge, those who have competence, knowledge, and have the leadership capacity to think differently. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.